Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we got Gucci prepping for verses, Fabio Foreign talking targets, JT accusing Lil Uzi, 50 with the verses, the feds knocking on Wayne's door, and more. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome aboard. Keep your hands in the vehicle at all times. And when you're done, go on and hit the sub button. Matter of fact, go on and hit that bad boy right now. You might not get a chance to later. Hit the like button if any part of this appeals to you. We're going to try to stay consistent. And hit that notification bell if you like your meals hot, fresh out the oven. Salute and respect to Eric Richardson. We appreciate you, big homie. And fellas, we have some ladies on board like Gabrielle Bowman, Sabrina Rhymes, and Carmen Smith. So behave. Now picture this. Someone painting a huge target on the back of their bubble jacket. You like bubble jacket? Yeah, the bubble goose. The one with the feathers that be coming out. You like, oh, that's the cheap kind. You don't come for your boy. Someone paints a huge target on their back, steps onto a stage and says, if you lost a loved one, F you and your lost loved one. They deserve what they got. I do it again and F you too on some Tupac hit 'em up type ish. Then they put the jacket on. This is all on stage and turn around and just stands there. Back to the crowd with a huge red target, because you can't always be on point. Your back is always to someone. Now, the crowd of people looking at the stage are in awe. Some of the family members are in the crowd, some are strapped, some have screws missing, if you know what I mean. What would you say about that particular artist? See, this is the situation of rappers that speak ill on the deceased. I mean, it can't make your legacy any better when you do that. Drill rappers do it all the time. One even took credit for starting that practice. I won't dare say his name. Now, he thought it was cool, but to me, it was an indictment. I'm saying in my head, these dudes must be atheists or something. They think they'll have to answer to no one. Take Gucci, for example. Word is out, right, that he has an upcoming versus battle with Jeezy. Now, I'm surprised these battles don't happen more often. Don't you want your content out and exposed to a new generation of potential listeners? I would love to go up against other commentators just to see who could drop this info the best. Anyway, Gucci is slated to go up against Jeezy, but there's a little bit of history between the two. See, Gucci posted a meme, which reads, reads whatever, a Gucci lyric that says, "Go dig your partner up, ninja. I bet he can't say ish," close quote. And then a gif of a man representing Jeezy trying to dive out of the frame in a courtroom to attack someone else. You've seen this gif before. Now, the history behind the two is this. Back in 2005, Gucci and Jeezy had been beefing about their collaboration on Icy, which ended up on Gucci's album, and no royalties went to your boy Jeezy. In response, Jeezy had put a 10K bounty on Guap's chain. Now, in an unrelated incident, 4 men broke into a house where Gucci just so happened to be, and Gucci grabbed the burner and let off a few, hitting one person who happened to be found later on partially buried or something like that. Now, your boy Gucci was acquitted for that, and Jeezy did state on a song called Forgive Me, quote, "Lord knows I ain't send a homie on no dummy mission," close quote. Now, that there is the context for Gucci posting that image. Now, unfortunately, right, certain acts have a higher potential to lead to an individual's demise, but it's poor taste to rub someone's death in someone else's face. Well, who am I, right? I mean, I guess I don't need to be anybody to say what most people are thinking, which is, that ain't cool. And just because rappers act like it is, that doesn't make it cool. You see what I'm saying? And speaking of targets, Fabio Foreign has made a very interesting statement, which in my opinion is highly accurate, but I think he missed a great opportunity to address why his statement is so accurate. What did he say, you ask? Your boy Fabio went to social media and posted a statement by saying, quote, "Rappers are the most targeted people on planet Earth, targeted by police, by other rappers, by media, by civilians, and everybody else that feels like we shouldn't have all the things we have," close quote. Now, a lot of people's are haters, without a doubt. Folks tend to like people a little more that are doing a little bit worse than them, and rappers pride themselves, dare I say brag about how much richer, better, more apt to survive, more dangerous, more attractive than you. It is no wonder they create for themselves adversaries. I mean, you don't even need to boast about how well you're doing, and you could amass haters by the dozens. Jeff Bezos stands at a net worth of $182 billion, being the richest man in the world. We never seen a picture of Jeff holding money. The only pic of him that I can find holding money is photoshopped. Look, I agree with Lord Jamal. That flashing money in your videos and stuff on the gram, that's poor people-ish. Poor people that just got a hold of a couple of bucks and now want to convince the rest of us that they're rich, rubbing it in people's faces. That's what a poor person feels like looking at you holding the money to your ear. You see what I'm saying? Then these dudes are like, and I ain't talking about Fabio, because I don't know if he does that, but these dudes then turn around and say, oh, we're targets. Now, after Fabio said that, right, T.I. jumped in and added, no cap. Look, I'm always up for intelligent conversation. Rappers, are y'all not putting the crosshair directly on your own backs? I mean, I could respect it if they admit it. I could not respect someone pulling I don't even know what he talking about. Now let me sneak you with this one. The young lady JT has accused your boy Lil Uzi Vert of stealing her clothes. You don't hear that one very often. Apparently, Shorty went to her social media page and told us all, "Ninja stole my scarf. I wanted to do another look with it," close quote. Now, this is following JT's infamous nip slip. Oh, you haven't heard? Your girl was on Instagram Live, where things always go left, and she was looking for a remote. When she turned back around, her nip played a game of peekaboo with all of us. I mean, I ain't see it, but apparently it was a sight to behold. Look at you prepping to leave. Can I at least finish? Now, Shorty was cool about her boobage and said, "Oh, ish. It's always the titties for me. Them ish so hot damn big. Y'all gonna stay up until I find a remote. It's always the nip slip. I don't even care no more. It's like B, y'all see it or y'all don't." Close quote. I mean, she handled it like a G. I know dudes are like, yeah, I like to handle that myself. Gentlemen, behave, okay? And finally, even though 50 Cent was interviewed by Lil Wayne and the two appear to be long-lost cousins, all that does not seem to stop 50 from laughing hysterically and replaying the video of you falling down the stairs, brutally breaking your leg, and screaming in agony. Lil Wayne is once again facing weapons charges. Your boy is facing 10 years because of an incident involving the FBI finding a gold-plated firearm along with ammo on his private jet. So not only did your boy suffer the loss of his candidate, losing the election, but he also has to deal with 50 Cent trolling him in true 50 fashion, who promptly showed up to kick your boy while he's down and posted, quote, "Wait a minute. Trump still got 63 days left. Call him, Wayne. Get that fool on the phone. They're gonna try to put you in jail for supporting him." Close quote. Wait, can't he get like a presidential pardon or something like that? Like, ain't that a thing? You know what they'll do. They'll pull a stunt like setting his court date on January 21st or something like that, the date after the inauguration. I ain't gonna put it past them. Oh, and if you were hoping, right, to see 50 in a versus battle, I wouldn't put my money down anytime soon. Whack 100 said that the game is down for a versus battle with 50, and 50 responded to the request by stating, quote, "I thought versus was something you do when we were stuck in the house. Now, I don't know what we get from it. Maybe game, okay, he can't play no records with my voice on him. As much as we fought and argued in the early stages, I would rather see him benefit from the momentum than someone else." I bet he talking about Ja. He continued on and said, "He's still part of G-Unit and part of the legacy overall, even if you just want to focus on the breakup." Close quote. Now, that's a pretty big statement to make. But are they in the same weight class? I mean, I don't think so. And speaking of weight classes, right? It's not too many times where you're going to hear somebody talk about God, right? But usually when people do talk about God, it's usually like when they folks are in the hospital, or if they potentially facing prison time, they start doing all that God talking, or when they are going up against Mike Tyson. Now, in case you didn't know, Mike Tyson is set to fight Roy Jones Jr. on November 28th, two of the greatest boxing legends that have existed in my time period. And 50 posted a video of Mike getting ready. Yo, take a look.
He dominated. His legs are huge. His thighs are huge. His arms are huge. His neck is huge. So it's like, it's very risky, yes, but God is in control of all.
I mean, I'm saying, you think you fly, huh? You ain't shit. Look, the amateur get here, kick your ass. You better get on top of your game. You want to get embarrassed in front of these people?
And I'm little old David who only has God on my side, which is only all I need.
And I thought I spit when I talk. Look, this ninja right here, I love Tyson, right? And I've always loved Roy. Wouldn't you be talking to God a whole lot if November 28th, you had to fight Tyson? I mean, you couldn't enjoy Thanksgiving with the fam. You'd be staring at the plate. People would be talking around you, calling your name, and you'd just be looking at them like you was in a sunken place. You'd be walking through Target with your lady asking you, how does jacket look? And you would see her lips moving, but you couldn't quite hear the words. You would just hear quotes from Tyson talking about how he want to eat your heart. It's like you saw the hunger in his eyes. You see what I'm saying? Now add to that 50 coming around the cut from behind the bush talking about, quote, oh ish, Mike gonna smoke Roy. He talking about all he got is God. He better bring Jesus with him into the ring, close quote. Look, he could do that, right? But what if Jesus was like, Roy, see, Roy ain't listening to me. I told him to go sit down, but there he goes, so it is what it is. Yo, let us know what you think, right? Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. Like, who you gonna put your money on if you putting your money down on anybody? And Fabio Foreign, Gucci, are these artists actually placing a target on their back with the type of music that they create? Is it even possible for these artists to switch up their style and bring to us something more along the lines of the bigger picture type, format? At least if they're speaking about issues that are actually going on in our country that really have a negative effect on them. Can they even pull that off? You'll let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news.